Guys, welcome to the shop. Today we're making creamy. If y'all hear some noise, I don't know if cameras can pick it up or not. They're working on the road out in front of my house. So I'm trying to get this done without a bunch of noise in it. Let me cook these up, get them ready to shoot, vacuum, we'll shoot the molds. Alright guys, I got both of them. You gotta try to get them both close to the same temperature. I've been making the creamy color last week. That's why I had plenty of it. It sells, it's a fast seller because it catches fish in stained water, and it catches them in clear water, but it's excellent in stained water. Okay. And that and granada bug both, blue mist, hot perch. I got some colors, guys, that just sell great and move, so I constantly have pieces. Yeah, they're still working on the road. I caught them during a quiet time. We're gonna let these cool. We're gonna open it. Alright guys, while they're quieting down, we'll open a mold. Again, this is creamy. Bam. There you go. And that top is a brownish. You see the yellow tint in it? It's got a gold highlight in it. Yep. Alright guys, y'all know the routine. It's 1 through 400. Put your number down, then you comment. Wednesday night, I do a random number draw. Y'all go along with me. We'll see who won. Send me your address if you won, and I'll mail that to you on Friday if you get it back to me on Thursday. We do that on Wednesday evening after 5 o'clock. Okay? Make sure you're a subscriber. If that button's black, you're not. Appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate you leaving a comment and a number. Hey, let's see who wins on Wednesday night. Good luck to everybody. Thank y'all for watching Fishing Lake Country. Alright, guys. That's a good one. I thought it was a good mark. Actually, I thought it was going to be bigger than that, big as the mark was, but disclaimer, disclaimer, I moved my live scope a lot. I've had it on 60 foot already this morning. I just got out of here, running around looking. There's a lot of trash fish in the area, and I'm moving my depth finder a lot just to trying to figure out what I'm looking at, what I'm seeing. And I seen these two, and I said, well, these two are crappie. I can tell where they're handling, where they're moving. They're crappie. All right. Well, there you go. That's a good one, too. Creamy. Y'all knew I was going to pull creamy out, didn't you? Sooner or later. That's a good fish, guys. He's 13 inches. For the first fish, got a fin there, too. How did I get a fin, too? I mean, a fin, a scale. I don't know. I have to dig it off there. All right, guys. Let's see if we can come up a few more like that one. Bam. Not sure what it's going to be, guys. I tell you, so there's so many fish running around here. I'll show y'all in a minute. I said that in the first clip, and I just got to try to pick out ones I think are crappie. Yeah, it's crappie. That's all I got to do. I'm going by the shape of them, by the shape they are on the depth finder. You see, I'm moved into a cove. Oh, y'all can see this or not? See that crane sitting right here? Let me look behind the camera. I can't see my finger, right in there. It's a crane making a nest. Blue herring, I call it a crane, it's a blue herring. And he's up there cooing. I thought it was an owl, but I've seen him nest there before. You know, so I thought, looked up and I seen that old long neck and those old long legs. And I thought, hey, ain't no owl. He going, hoo, hoo, hoo. All right, guys, when I get to digging sometimes in a crappie's mouth, just trying to get the hook loose, and it takes me 20 seconds, 15 seconds, I cut it out. So if you're like, what happened there? I cut it out. So y'all don't want to see me digging a fish's mouth. That's a nice fish, guys. She's about 14 inches. Look how fat they are. My goodness, and thick. Woo-hoo. Creamy. Creamy and granada bug. There's the difference between them. I just made this batch, so if y'all want some fresh ones, I just made 20, I think 30 bags, 28 bags like that. This is a seconds. I took anything that was a seconds and put it in my tackle box. That's right. And the reason this is a seconds is the white came back to tail a little further, okay? See that? And that's why I picked it out. And the brown didn't come down as far as it should have. Yeah, the white was up higher. That doesn't hurt them. Stuff like that does not hurt the bait, you know? But I want y'all to have ones that are better shape. If it's got just a little teeny flaw in it, I put it, it's got to be teeny where y'all probably won't even see it. But if it's something like that, I don't put it in the bag. But does fish care? No, they're not that particular, guys. All right, I'm going to show y'all what I was talking about here. Scope's empty now. Here. May I come in? All right. And see, that's not a crappie. See how that's all fuzzy? I'm holding it close. If I don't hold it closer, it. All right, so I done poured into shallow water now. Let me put it toward deeper water. All right, now look. I'm pointing out here toward deeper water. I need to turn around. I caught that one off about 6 foot, but see all these fish on the bottom there? And there's fish everywhere like that. All right, I'm going to just take it on out here a little further. I shortened it too. That's why I told y'all I change mine all the time. I shortened it. See here? That's probably a crappie. All right, that looks like a crappie. That's what they look like. All right, but if you got to watch sometimes, you can see moving. See if y'all can tell it's moving. He's just sitting there finning. He's sitting still. But a lot of times you start watching a spot like that and you keep seeing the tail and you see them turn sideways and they're longer. It could be a bass that's facing you, all right? The position of the fish makes a difference too. But when I was out here further, oh, there would be 30 fish on that screen at a time, 30, 40 fish all over. Sometimes it'd be piles of them. Some of them are just small crappie in groups and you just got to weed through them. And I throw out quite a few of them that I think that are crappie, and a lot of them just move out of the way. Again, you have to catch one that's interested. You know, I see these videos people put up these thumbnails. How to make a crappie bite. Well, there's things that you can help yourself with. There's things that you can make it a little bit better. All right. Scent, nibbles. That might give you an advantage, especially in this dirty water. Gives them something to smell too. Okay. But there's things you can do to help that. Color your bait. But actually, is there anything that can make them bite? No, if they don't, besides opening their mouth and going sticking it in there, no. If they are not going to feed, I've seen them turn when the bait gets close to them and take off like it's been turpentined. You older guys know what I'm saying. So I don't think there's anything that can make them bite. Find a color that they can see a little bit, something that looks interesting. And then when the water gets nasty like this, and you catch a crappie, see how white looking they are? I think that's why creamy is so good. It's got the brown back, but it's got the pearl belly. It kind of matches a fish that's faded out in stained water. All right, guys, I was telling y'all there's a lot of small fish running around here. This was 4 or 5 small fish together. That's what I'm talking about. I just threw out there, and he's about 7 inches. And I'll show you. I've gotten a better picture here now. He came out of that crowd. It was 3 of them. And you see, I'm just turning my hand over here, so there's a lot of marks. I'm come back around. See, what I'm doing is I'm just spinning this handle. See, there's fish scattered around everywhere. You got to try to pick through them, try to pick the bigger ones. And if I don't see anything big, I throw at them. I just throw. I just make a cast. I'm like, hey, here it goes. They'll fool you sometimes. It depends on what they're facing. If they're facing you, they look smaller. If they turn sideways, they gotta look a little bigger, right? They'll give you a bigger mark. And they're moving. They're not being still. They're constantly kicking along real slow, okay? That makes a difference too. So that's what I'm doing. I'm running around here. I got my remote. And I'm running around here with my remote, and I'm just kicking around looking for bigger marks. And just because it's a big mark don't mean they'll bite. There's a decent one came up here. He's 18 foot. I can use my long rod on that one. I like them about 35, 40 foot. It seems like if I get closer than that, they're very difficult to get to bite you, to get to hit you. They really kind of spooks them a little bit. Even this water being this dirty, you think you could get up and set on them. I tried that earlier. He's at 14 foot. And I'm not saying I'm going to catch one that close, because I have caught him under the boat. But I'm standing still till I might even move my feet right now. I don't want to move anything to make any noise at all. I can tell you right now, if I make a squeak in the boat, see, I come right past him just now. He's at 12 foot now. The boat's drifting. I'm not moving the boat. I can't run the trolling motor. If I do anything to make any noise at all right now, he's going to go. He's going to take off. I'm to the right of him. I'm not right in line with him. I should be. He hadn't even moved yet. Now, what you can tell sometimes with live scope, if he's interested sometimes, you'll see him kick his tail. You see his tail kick or see his body language. You see him move a little bit. I almost hit him in the head that time. I'm going to step back slowly so I can change my position a little bit. But yeah, I've seen him take off just when I move my feet. Remember when you fished with your dad in the old aluminum boat or canoe? And he said, son, quit beating on the side of the canoe. Son, quit beating on the boat. Be still. He's right. If a fish is close to you, And I come right by him that time. I mean, I done everything but hit him with it. He has paid no attention to it. So I know already that fish is not interested. Hit my spot lock. Wind just started getting up, guys. I switched to this rod to a 1/32 ounce. I thought, let me go to a little lighter head, because when I get to the fish, sometimes the 1/16, I'm having trouble keeping it in front of him when I'm casting out there. This fish was about 30 foot, and he was coming at me, and he stopped about 30 foot, and I thought, that's perfect. So when I got the bait to him, I could hesitate it a little bit. And this is on my Rob 2-pound test. Some of y'all be going, hey, you've been using a different rod this morning. Yeah, it's got 4 on it. And this dirty water, I try to use 4 or 6, I can get by with it. The thing about this 2-pound test, guys, it casts easy, especially like it's 1/32. It just throws it so easy, and I can throw it precisely where I want it. It's just a good rod. It's a Wally Marshall Classic. I can say it, Wally Marshall Classic. That's a good fish, guys. That's a good 14-inch fish. Bam. Creamy. Woo! We ain't checked any this morning. Let's see if we can get. Let's see here. Putting it out of his lip. Well, he's 13. He's 13 and 3/4. He ain't quite 14. So I get close. Most time I'm under a man. A lot of them I guess, and I put it on. I'm under a half an inch. But I just guess when I say he's around 14 inches. In that area, that's all we're trying to do. You don't have to be exact, do we? That's a good fish. You catch them 13 and a half, 13, 14-inch fish. Take those all day long, right? Creamy. Again, this is a seconds. I put on this one. The guy sent me these jig heads. They're kind of flat looking on the sides. You can put eyes on them. Probably about 3 years ago, he sent me all different sizes. And I was digging through there, and I thought, that's what I want today. Bam. This ain't very big, I'm sure, but he's marked, but he had the right attitude. I figured that. He got close to the boat and kept coming. I thought, buddy, I don't think you're very big. And I tossed it over there. Bait come past, and boy, he come after that thing like it was mine. He said, my name's written all over that bait. He thought he had something good. He'll surprise you. Where y'all think he is? Hurry up, guess. I want to say he's about 9.5 to 10. I ain't gonna try to get so precise here now. Come on, stretch your tail out. He's 10 inches exactly. So I mess him once in a while. I get pretty close. I'm not trying to be exact. I'd get into the 16th, right? 30 seconds, I can be exact. Woohoo! All right, guys, let's see if we can come up with one more good one. This crane. You gonna come here and run me off? There he goes. There goes the blue herring. He came out of that nest up there. All right, bam. This one followed me to the boat. He kept coming 20 feet, about 18 feet. And I thought, he was following my bait. I thought, is he going to hit it? He got about 10 feet from the boat, and he just rolled up and hit it. He acts like he's mean. I'm just holding on to it. I got 2-pound test. Yeah, he's a good one. So when you got 2-pound test, you don't get rough on them, guys. You take your time. Oh, that's a good heavy fish. Bam. Oh, yeah. I thought he was a good mark. Goodness gracious. What a pig. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm going to measure him for him. Get the bait out of his mouth. Creamy. Like I said, I just made 30 bags. Same batch as this one. He's 15 and a quarter. 15 and a quarter, guys. That's what I'm talking about. Don't get the hook in me. I got the line under my thumb where I'm holding him. You ever do that? No, don't want the hook in my hand. Got one in me last trip out, if y'all remember. A couple videos back, I got a hook in my hand from one of the fish, and I played like a horse. I don't think this fish, I'm pretty sure this fish is only about 1.12 pounds or something like that. He ain't a monster. But y'all hold on a minute. 1.7, mine weighs in tenths. That's why I figured, that's about right. All right, let me get a pen there. 1.7. All right, guys. Threw water back on me. He was mad. 1.7. My scale weight, that weighs in tenths. So 1.5 is 1.5 pounds, right? So it's about 1.75 ounces for every tenth. So Add another 3 ounces. He's about 112. Boy, that's a pretty good guess, wasn't it? That's about what he is, about 112. All right, guys. Figure it's about what he was. Hey, that's a good fish. Anytime, right? Creamy, guys. Creamy. That's a 1/32 ounce head. This rod, I said earlier, it's a Water Marshal Classic. I get asked that a lot. It's a light action rod. I love it. It throws jet. I can throw where I'm looking. That's why I use it a lot. A lot of y'all gotta go like this. Use that rod all the time. It feels so great in my hand. It's comfortable. It's light with that small reel on there. That's the President Supreme in a 1,000 size. I got 2-pound line on. That's Maxima. Some people ask me, what do you use in 2-pound test? That's Maxima. I use different stuff, guys. I use Maxima and I use Bass Pro Shop Trinity Strong. It's heavy. It's as strong as 4-pound test. That Maxima throws good. I can't remember that. Oh, I use trout line, which is called SOS. I think it's Crappie Magnet makes it. No, it ain't. Yeah, Leland Lures makes it. That's good line. I use that in 2 and 4. Main thing is you can't get rough on them. You can't set the hook hard. When I set the hook, I just popped him. If you got a good sharp hook, you don't need to cross his eyes. You just need to pop him, right? And go on with it. Don't try to reel him in all at one time, and don't try to swing a big fish like that in the boat, because he'll break your line. When you put all that stress on the line and there's no give because you don't have much line out, that's when you're going to break it. All right, guys. Kept this a secret. I kept it a secret. This is a pour to catch, okay? This is a pour to catch. So you know what you got to do? You got to put your number down, 1 to 400. And what I'll do on Wednesday night, I do a random number draw, okay? And we go see who got closest to that number without going over the number. Price is right. We're going over the number, okay? So if it gives us 99 and you got 100, you can't win. That's right. The person that's got 90 is going to win. Been doing that for 3 years, and it keeps down to fist fights and arguments, guys. Make sure you're a subscriber. If that block says subscribe, it's black, you're not. And you can be unsubscribed. Hit that. Appreciate everybody. Load these videos, or giveaway videos on Sundays. Do the draw Wednesday night. Load that video on Thursday. Email me your address if you win. I'll mail that to you as soon as possible, guys. Just, you know, usually on Thursday to Friday. Most time on Friday, I go uptown. Uptown's about 4 miles out of the town of Bracey. That's where the 85 comes through, right, town of Bracey. And I go up there, right beside the interstate there. There's a Mexican restaurant. Y'all have heard me say this. They know me well. I got my own table. They told me they was going to put my name on it. Hey, I went up there the other night and met a friend up there for dinner the other day. And that table was busy. They had to put me at another table. I said, uh-huh. They laughed about it. They said, yeah, your table's busy today. But it's in a corner. That's what I like. But I go up there and eat on Fridays, and that's when post office is right there. I go right past the post office. I can mail that to you. It works great for me. So give me your address as soon as you can. Just automatically send it to me. Don't ask me if I have it. Just send it to me. Because I'll tell you what, I'm getting so many orders coming in, it takes me a while to find it if I have to hunt it up if you've ordered from me. Thanks for your orders. They've been great this year. I'm selling a lot of baits. In fact, I done inventory this weekend. This day's Monday. I done inventory this weekend. And guys, I'm about 18 things that I'm down to about 4 bags on. Yeah, because they've been, and I've been in the shop last week, over 3 days. So things are going out faster than I can make them. Appreciate you. Thank y'all for subscribing. Thank you for watching Fishing Lake Country. If you haven't been on Lake Country Bait, guys, there's 22 bait shapes and over 80 colors. A lot of stuff on sale. Tweety birds, 1.5 baits, stingers. Almost out of stingers. Some went out today. Almost out of stingers. When they're gone, they're gone. The BA stinger is going to replace them, okay? And I got those in 2 sizes and different colors. Brand new colors they haven't come up with. Like the color I fished last week. Y'all done watch Hot Wire? Yeah, it worked on them, didn't it? I'm using some of these odd colors that are not selling. Hot Wire is a very slow seller. I'm using it to show you that they catch fish. And in stained water, they're great. Low light situations, they're great. Some of these hot colors, all right? Don't be afraid to use them. I use neon coloring. That's right, neon color. That way they shows up in the stained water. They can see it. Even on a cloudy day like this, they can see it. See y'all guys next time. Appreciate you.